Your referral doesn't mean that you have a customer the next day.
Likelihood of you going to a meeting, if it's BNI or whatever, you do a 1 minute or 2 minute, and then all around the table, oh, I've definitely got someone that needs to see you, isn't going to happen. And I don't know, when I've looked at all these breakfast meetings, you need to build up an element of trust, because you're not going to give your best client or anybody else to someone you don't trust. It is a slow process, but as I say, my experience is you have to sort of work at it. It doesn't just happen. I think a lot of people join these social events. I go and invest a little bit of time in going to these, but they don't invest in themselves. And we've discussed this before, of actually, what do you want to sell or pitch to somebody at that meeting?
It is a game of trust and how you win that trust. Top tips of winning trust for a potential customer.
Now, that's the main thing. To get trust is to find out about that individual, okay? Because a lot of people like talking about themselves. There's very few people that don't like talking about themselves. There could be a few. They could be harder to deal with. But most people like talking about themselves. So if you can get them to talk about their day or their family or whatever, then they're automatically trusting you with some information. And that's how I would approach it. You'll turn it around and say, look, tell me what I can do for you, and I'll see if I can do that. That's the difference. And or I suppose if you like somebody, you're going to meet them a couple of times. You can't be too friendly in business, but you can have a rapport with somebody. If they like you and they trust you, then they're going to refer you to people. And if they refer you to family and best friends, then that's a really good indictment of what you've done.